Good evening and welcome to Live at 5. I'm Haley Gordon.
And I'm Kelsey Rushing.
Today's Veterans Day episode is brought to you by Family Pharmacy, and we want to honor our veterans all day today and every day, and remind everyone about the VFW Veterans Day Parade coming up tomorrow, Saturday, November 11th at 3 p.m. in downtown Rockingham.
And don't forget, today is game day as the 8th-seeded Richmond Raiders play host to have the 9th-seeded North Mecklenburg Vikings tonight at Raider Stadium. Kickoff is slated for 7:30 p.m.
And now for tonight's top stories. If any message is clear coming out of the Richmond Raider High School football varsity team's locker room this week, it is that the Raiders are thankful for the opportunity to play another week into November. Richmond earned an automatic bid into the state 4AA playoffs following its second-place finish in the Sandhills Athletic Conference this season. Earlier this week, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association released not one, but two playoff brackets following the final regular season round of games. The initial bracket release was done prematurely as the NCHSAA didn't use the most up-to-date MaxPreps rankings.
Now with the final bracket set, the Raiders, who are 7-4 on the season, have found themselves go from initial number 5 seed in the East bracket to a final placement as a number 8 seed in the West bracket against North Mecklenburg, who are 8-3 on the season. Head coach Brian Teal expresses gratitude for the opportunity to be able to play in the postseason, as he more than well thinks his players have earned the right to do so. But Teal acknowledged that the current playoff system needs a revamping, as there seems to be a flaw in the way teams are seeded despite overall records.
The Vikings, who play in the IMEC 4A conference, will enter Raider Stadium under the direction of one of Richmond's own former players. Head coach Eric Mormon, who played for the Raiders roughly 12 seasons ago, has helped turn the North Mecklenburg program around. Playing against tough teams like number 1 seed Mallard Creek, the Vikings have had to earn tough wins all season. This should be a big matchup tonight as the Raiders look to extend their season with a win over the Vikings. Kickoff is slated for 7:30 p.m. at Raider Stadium.
Blessings were bountiful during last night's Connections After 5 event, where local business leaders gathered together to give thanks and enjoy an evening of networking, fellowship, and a full Thanksgiving feast. Hosted in partnership with First Health Moore Regional Hospital of Richmond, Thursday's event was the latest in the Connections series organized by the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce or their Connections After 5 series, visit their website at richmondcountychamber.com.
Earlier in the week, Congressman Robert Pittenger and Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn of Texas introduced a bipartisan, bicameral legislation to modernize the National Security Review of potential foreign investments in the United States. The bill, titled the Foreign Investment Risk Review Modernization Act, is designed to expand the Committee on Foreign Investment's jurisdiction to include joint ventures, minority position investments, and real estate transactions near military bases and other sensitive national security facilities, add new national security factors to the review process, and strengthen the government's ability to protect Americans' critical infrastructure from foreign government disruptions.
The Senate version of the bill is supported and co-sponsored by former presidential candidate and current Florida Senator Marco Rubio and current North Carolina Senator Richard Burr.
On Thursday, November 16th, Richmond Young Professionals will host its third pub trivia night at Sports Connection in Hamlet. The event will kick off with a social from 6:30 to 7 p.m. before the trivia portion of the event begins, which will last approximately until 8:30 p.m. During a meeting last fall, members of the Young Professionals began to brainstorm events for their upcoming season. The team wanted to develop an event that was both entertaining but also allowed them to give back to the community in some way.
Pub Trivia Night has proven to do just that, stated RYP President David Stogner. Quote, "It's a unique event in a relaxed environment where young professionals can get out, have fun, share ideas, and give back to the community in some way," end quote. For more information on how to participate in this event, visit the Richmond Young Professionals official Facebook page or read the entire story on richmondobserver.com. When we come back, we'll take you back to Monday's interview with Robin Roberts about the Veterans Day Parade and all of its events. Stay tuned, and more Live at 5 is coming your way right after these messages.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
I'm Kelly. I worked at Champion Ford for 2 years.
6 years.
3 years.
1 year.
I've been at Champion Ford for 13 years.
1 whole year. 15 years.
I'm Jamie and I've been at Champion Ford for 12 years.
I've been here 8 years.
Champion prices, champion service, champion experience.
Get treated like a champion today at Champion Ford. Just down the road from our prices, championfordlincoln.com.
We are Champion Ford.
Family Pharmacy has been serving Richmond County since April 2007, and we have enjoyed getting to know our customers since then. We take our jobs very seriously, and will do whatever we can to make sure you have what you need. Come visit us on Fayetteville Road in Rockingham, and we will treat you like family.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Hospice, you guys just outdo yourselves every day, and I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of, and thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
And welcome back to Live at 5, and I have the honor of being joined today by VFW Auxiliary President Robin Roberts of Hudson Brothers. It's great to have you in studio.
Thank you, Lance. Great to be here.
So you've got some big stuff going on this weekend. The VFW's got some big stuff going on this weekend, and I know a lot of this is your vision. A lot of people have wanted to see this happen. Of course, this year is going to be the biggest event probably over an entire day span that they've ever had. So the biggest thing, obviously, is the parade coming up this Saturday. You got to be excited.
Very excited. The support we've got from the community this year is overwhelming. And last year we had a vision of doing a parade. There hasn't been one in over 17 years, and we kind of said build it and they will come, and they did come last year. But this year it's overwhelming, the support we're getting from the community.
So last year you had 28 entries in the parade.
Yes, sir.
Do I understand that now you've got over 60?
62 as of today. The deadline for our parade packets was last Monday on the 30th, and we're still getting calls today, people wanting to be in the parade.
That is fantastic. That is well over double what you did last year.
It's very overwhelming, but very exciting at the same time.
Fantastic. So a lot going on. Folks, it's this Saturday. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. Saturday, November the 11th. At 3 o'clock p.m. The opening ceremony will commence in front of the old courthouse.
At 3 p.m.
And of course the parade will go through downtown Rockingham, and is obviously sounds as like it's going to be a big time.
It's going to be a big time. And this year we also have Kona Ice and Twisted Treats for the kids, as well as the Richmond County Humane Society will be there with adopting dogs. Maybe try to get some veterans that might need a companion. And we also have a celebration of the veterans and their arts at the Art Council with live music from 1 to 3, and of course our VFW ceremony at 11 o'clock that morning.
That will be fantastic.
So we're going to have an all-day celebration.
So let's talk about that. So the day will start at 11 a.m. at the VFW with the traditional Veterans Day ceremony.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then from 12 to 5, Arts Council, Arts Richmond, the building here in downtown Rockingham, going to be hosting a celebration of veterans and their art. Is that a new thing this year?
That is a new thing. We spoke about it a little bit last year, and I got with Laura Daskell, who's over the Arts Richmond, and we have a lot of veterans and their arts. They're going to be doing an exhibit. A lot of these veterans, they use art as a form of therapy for PTSD. Like they like to use art instead of medicine, and they try to get other artists or veterans together to kind of do a therapy thing. And there's some amazing artwork. So if you are downtown for the parade, don't forget to go by the Arts Council and see their artwork.
Absolutely. They're going to be open all afternoon.
From 12 to 5.
And then, of course, from 1 to 3, there's going to be some live acoustic music.
We have Roger Campbell and Chris Herring will be playing a little. It's just a mandolin and a guitar, but just have a little music to be along the way.
Now, have they played Hudson Brothers before?
Yes, they play there.
I was going to say, I do believe I have eaten a meal and enjoyed their music. So they were there not too long ago.
A couple weeks ago.
I was going to say, I was there that time. Yeah, so great music, folks. If you just into the music, that's fantastic. So, and then, of course, the parade at 3 o'clock. But you guys are also going to have something going on that night at the VFW. Tell us about that.
That night at the VFW from 8 to 11, we'll have a band called The Unsung will be playing. We just kind of wanted to make it an all-day event. Last year we just had the parade, and this year we want to make it bigger. And next year there's no telling what we'll end up doing. But I hope we'll make this an annual event that we plan on doing, and it gets bigger every year.
Well, you've done an incredible job. That's clear. And your passion for veterans in this community has not been unnoticed. There's no doubt, Robin, she does not know I'm saying this, but there is no doubt her commitment and VFW's commitment to the veterans in this county are unmatched. And not just this county, but it really has been impressive. Even in my short time being in this community, it's been easy to see, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you, and we have a great organization. When we joined a couple years ago, there were 5, and I believe we have 50 members now. So we have a lot of people wanting to give back to our veterans and our community. So it is a group effort for sure.
Absolutely, it is a group effort, and of course the vision, one of the visions that you've had for this to be an all-day event, going to be coming true this Saturday.
I'm very excited about it. We all are, and I'm overwhelmed with the community support that we're getting this year.
Fantastic. Folks, you can check out richmondobserver.com for more details, but at the bottom of your screen now is, of course, one of the biggest highlights of the event, and that is this Saturday, November the 11th at 3 o'clock p.m., the Veterans Day Parade in downtown Rockingham. Opening ceremony begins in the old courthouse building at 3 p.m., and the parade will go through town thereafter. Big event, VFW Post 4203, doing a lot of great things for this community and the veterans, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Lance. Hope to see all y'all out there and celebrating our veterans.
We'll be there, and since you mentioned that, the Richmond Observer will actually be broadcasting the parade. You're not going to get the excitement of the parade unless you come out and see it, but you'll be able to watch the whole thing in its entirety after, even if you did go see it, and it's going to be a really, really neat presentation. And lastly, I just want to say this. She also doesn't know I'm going to say this, but if you haven't gone to Hudson Brothers, you got to go. I absolutely love your restaurant.
Oh, thank you.
It is a great place, and I'd also like to note that you have been more than hospitable to the Richmond Observer since day one, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, folks, she didn't know I was going to say that, but I had to throw it in there because we appreciate all she does for this community, and certainly want to support her and Hudson Brothers as well. But anyway, folks, that's it for the interview. We appreciate Robin Roberts.
Thank you, Lance.
And folks, stay with us. We will be right back for more weather and sports right after this.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Today's 3-day weather forecast is brought to you by Champion Ford. As you can see, it's sunny and cold outside, so make sure to bundle up tonight because it will be below freezing, just like tomorrow, which that brings me into the 3-day weather forecast. Saturday, which is tomorrow, will be a high of 51 and a low of 31 that evening, which is, as I said, below freezing. Sunday, will have a high of 57 and a 44 in the lows that evening as well. And Monday will be a high of 61 with a low of 38 as well that evening as too. But other than that, let's go back to your news with Haley at the news desk.
Thank you, Kelsey. Carolina Wrestling Entertainment is coming to Rockingham this Saturday, November 11th, to host Striking Hunger with New Life Church and the Place of Grace. The show is set for 2 p.m. with a meet and greet at 1 p.m. The event will be held at 575 Airport Road in Rockingham. The event is free and will be taking up donations, dry food, and canned goods. The event will take place outside, so make sure to dress appropriately for the weather and don't forget to bring your own chair. We hope you enjoyed tonight's edition of Live at 5. And remember, tomorrow there are lots of celebrations going on to celebrate and honor our veterans and everybody who served to protect our country.
Which is remarkable that we have so many veterans that they really do need to be supported.
Absolutely.
This parade is great for that.
We need to show our support by going out and honoring them and showing that we really are behind them and appreciative for everything they've done.
Exactly. I know I've had family members who are veterans. I don't know about you.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure everyone does at this point.
Probably. You probably at least know somebody who you can get out and support.
Which is wonderful. And remember, the Richmond Observer app is free to download on the Apple App Store and the Google Play for Android devices.
And a reminder that Dr. Mark Harris, Republican challenger to Congressman Robert Pittenger, is going to, in the upcoming 2018 primary election, will be in studio for an exclusive interview with Lance Jenkins on Monday's edition of Live at 5. You will not want to miss it. And don't forget to go out tonight and support your Richmond Raiders. We'll see you next time. Good night, Richmond County.